Throwing to start the drive. Huff. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Allen. Steps away to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bills are on the board first here in Vegas.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Raiders.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows he picked up an even 20 yards after the initial contact.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air.
Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
On 2nd down, Whitfield. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much since. On play action, Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Raiders at 2-4 here in the first half of the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback. Good defensive call right there, because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route, and he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
On second down now, it's Lucas, and he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Flush to his right. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. York now for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
The score, Bills 17, Raiders 14. York to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying it.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Huff. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throwing out the window.
Yeah, let's get...
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Off the play fake, Allen. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To the air, Allen. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd down and goal. Allen. Touchdown, Bills. From 6 yards away. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
The York on now for the extra point.
And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Bills 33, Raiders 14.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
To throw on 2nd down. Huff. For Kidder here, it's complete.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Huff. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Lucas, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Huff. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On 3rd down, Huff. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick-6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick-6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick-6, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. Shreds him with his stiff arm. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen off the play fake. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On 2nd and inches, Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
The crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25. As he's dropped at the 23.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st down, Whitfield. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
From just shy of midfield, Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got his man on the crossing route. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Whitfield. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
They'll try and run for it. Bulldozes past him. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Throwing on first down is Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable sprint to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run on first down. It's Lucas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 97 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, the field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. first down. Whitfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensive. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Raiders 28. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He finds his man complete. That's Lucas. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. On the move past the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Noah Fant, 67 yards. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. 85 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalpost. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Looking to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. 61 yards.
And the Bills start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their...
It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. On the return, Westbrook from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. Well, something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. He's got room at the 30. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll drop the throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to...
Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason.